up, everybody? Tree, I got Wang with me. We're here for game 2. We got, I have the wrong overlay, I'm noticing. It is not this team's quite, but I'll get that fixed real quick as they are starting their bans.
Yep, and we're going into the ban phase. Looking pretty similar bans on what we would expect. Last week, against the Master Splinter team, we saw Hecarim and Nocturne banned against them right away. We saw a Shen ban as well. We also saw this Alistair ban last week against Autofill Incorporated. Oh. I wasn't expecting the Trundle ban though. Wonder if that's something 30's been playing. I don't think that I ever scouted that one out.
Trundle ban against that team. Yeah, I did not. We didn't play them this week, so I can't say I scouted them, so I have no idea what new shit they've been
Yeah.
cooking up. Alright, overlay should be correct now.
Normally you see 30 more on the divers that Vi and Zach has really been his core. Oh, and then the Shen picked up for NFT over here. I really think that Shen enables this team so much. When Salvo is your weak side player essentially, and you're trying to enable Thrifty Master Splinter to carry your games, and then maybe Joe and AJ's in the bot lane do something.
Yeah.
I think Shen is a perfect pick for this team, and really what we would expect. And then 420 Bonk Cranks, #1 pick, Garen top lane.
Yeah, the Garen top. We do have a Volley hover. I like Volley in the jungle right now. Super solid.
Volley is really good right now. Damn, if 30 picked up both Volley and Trundle in the last week, those are things that have not been on my radar for him. But I do see Volley as more of a 30 champ.
Yeah, I know he'd been playing more of the like tankier stuff, but with good engage. Like I know he's a big fan of like Zac and the like.
Yeah, Zac, Vi, Hecarim. That's really the realm that I see 30 playing in.
Yep. So we do see the Jinx coming over this time, but because they have a Shen, I'm not expecting another Jinx top lane.
Yeah, that was kind of like hope and pray this works with the double AD carry, and didn't quite work out for NFT last week.
They got a Lux. That's probably just going to be Hibs mid. I know we banned that against him last week. I think it's his most comfort pick.
Yep. Yeah, that Lux there, I mean, probably feels a lot more like his signature Lulu, with a lot of like long range pokey stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
Getting the Ari band out after last game where Thrifty kind of dominated over Phoenix plays in pretty much every way possible.
The Zeri ban, and I expect to see probably a Vayne ban as the last one.
I don't know. Last week we saw the Randuin's Omen Vayne coming out, 9-2, but I'm pretty sure he didn't even do the most damage on his team. Like Vayne was not good last week, and they had the hooks reset.
So I have a rough time accepting that 9-2 and not doing good are the same thing, but I could definitely agree with like. So I can't say much about the build because apparently Randuin's Omen is a normal thing to build on Vayne. Like really normal, but I do think he was being too afraid after a certain point in the game for what his team needed him to do. He was their damage.
Yeah, he was really their only damage. And last week we really watched Okja not show up as well, so Vayne really couldn't do much on that team.
Yeah, I wonder if it really was that big of a difference between his Lux and his secondary. Like, is it just a straight one-trick thing, or was it just an off week, you know?
Yeah. I guess he's got a second chance to prove himself, and we're getting spoony in the bot lane with Yasuo bot, Mr. Tuesday, Classy Co. right here. Mr. Tuesday did well on Yasuo mid, and I know he's played a bot quite a few times.
Yeah, depending on what resets, what Cal picks up here, we'll see. Before I get ahead of myself, it does look like they're gonna pick Cassie, another comfort pick, and we do have our full lineup from them. Nothing too surprising over there, and we've got a
It's
TF hovering here.
gonna be Lux support then?
So he
Okay.
might just be trolling me,
Okay.
um, because he has legitimately been trying to convince people that TF support has been good. Yeah, and
Oh,
he's gonna swap it. Um,
Renata back.
and he tried it for the first time in a game with me, so he was probably just trying to bait me into fully believing. But I don't think he can convince his team to pick that TF support.
Yeah, and I think I have to agree with you. I actually really like Renata with the melee support. It's like Yasuo in bot lane or not melee, sorry, melee bot laners. I think that this really enables Yasuo, and I'm really surprised that we actually haven't seen more of Renata and Yasuo in like solo queue together.
Um, yeah, and another thing Renata does really well with is as a game goes later, her ult is directly like it gets better because it's with the enemy ADs. And Jinx being that hyper carry means Renata's ult is really good in late game when you've got this Jinx who's just deleting people. Why not make her delete your enemies
Yep.
instead of you?
Yep. Exactly. I don't know. Overall, I feel like I'm feeling a little bit better about the non fungible Teemo comp versus autofill. But I think we had some solid drafts out of both teams.
Yeah. The only thing that could be worrying here, just on a draft level, is Lux has if Lux gets shut down early, she doesn't do any damage. Like, it's not like Cassiopeia who will just deal a decent amount of damage regardless, or deals shitloads of damage if she gets big. Lux, if she gets shut down, doesn't really have that base level of damage. So if that happens, they might be hurting for magic.
Yeah, I'd semi agree with that. Volibear does do a decent amount of magic damage. But I guess we'll see in the end.
Yeah. But we got Shenfi. I'm just looking at who's going where and for ganks, and obviously with Shen, you're always expecting him as soon as he hits 6. They're looking for something spoony and bot most likely.
Yeah, yeah, and Joey on one of his very few engaged tank supports. Um, I mean, for most of his casts, he's got Nautilus, but then it's a lot of
Yeah,
enchanters
it's all
beyond
enchanters
that.
after that.
Yeah, he tells me he has a Leona somewhere in there, but I don't know if
I'll
I
believe it
believe
when I
it.
see it.
Yeah, exactly.
You can claim it all you want, but when every time you need an engage support, you pick Nautilus.
Yeah, tough to say that there's anything in there. Um, what else do we got out here? We got Cassiopeia. Stop the only person who's stopping the dashes on is the Yasuo. Probably still pretty good.
Yeah, that could turn out real big.
I know Thrifty's real good at the miasma.
Yeah.
One of those things that I definitely when I play Cassiopeia, I wish I was as good as him on that.
I think a lot of people would love to be as good as he is on Cassie. He puts out a lot of damage. Yeah, I'm very interested to see 30 on the bear. I haven't seen him. I don't know if he's just been jamming it or if he's.
Yeah, so I looked up the bear as we were just kind of chatting about it. Looks like he's got I don't know like 3 games on the bear in the
Okay,
last
so a
14
couple.
days. So I mean, like he's piloted it before, and all 3 of those were wins. I should note that. Bunch of flex games in there. He has one ranked solo queue game in there. Um, doing a 3.6 KDA with that 100% win rate. Real good. I definitely would have
Hey
a
man,
cock full of confidence
sometimes
if I was also playing that.
yeah, sometimes all you need is a couple of good games to convince yourself that yeah, it's ready. Let's go.
I mean, the Bear's not overall all that hard mechanically, because a lot of his damage relies on like just the build up throughout the fight and like that you're pressing the dive in button like you would on other characters. A little bit with weird stuff with the storm, but I mean, other than that, like it's not not the hardest character in the game for sure. Anything weird we got coming out of masteries? Oh, looks pretty standard.
Yeah, nothing crazy. All right. God willing, we won't have to rejoin any games.
Oh, pause.
Immediate pause. Yeah, that nothing like an SBL where did we have any pauses week 1? We did, didn't we? I think one team paused. Sound is kind of
It
quiet.
wasn't in either of the two games we played. I got this awesome visual bug with the portraits up here on the side. Oh yeah, you got it too with Garen.
Spectator, hello?
Yeah, I also just froze.
Okay. Oh, okay. There we go. I think pause fucked with it. Cause I'm back with that. I will fix audio in a second here.
Small indie company. We see both teams just fanning out here. No protection on blue side's blue buff towards the top side. Although zero chance of an invade with this formation. Volibear already had to back. What was that for?
All right. Yeah, I don't know what the
Right.
back was for, but he's running back out, so we're all set there. No one DCing or anything. Let me know how the sounds now to you guys in chat. Should be better. Turned everything up. Do
Both bot
have.
side,
Go ahead.
both bot side starts. Junglers will be clearing up to the top scuttle. They so choose to take it.
Yeah. Normal starts all around. With both going bottom. We'll see if they actually if both end up at top at the same time. That's always interesting with both jugglers literally see each other on the walk-in.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. And we got Vi going for Krugs right away, so definitely gonna do the full clear. Is also typical of a lot of junglers right now, being extremely lame. Oh, Boldy skips wolves. Gonna definitely make it up to the top side well before enemy jungler.
Yeah, interesting. So
This does give him 3 though.
yeah, and with bot lane having the melee, I'm hoping we see a lot. Ooh, lots of poke mid actually. What you want to see there is just Jinx and not just trying to bully as much CS off of Tuesday as possible. There's the buff. Yeah, it does look like he's. He
Really
must have
thought about a
second guessed
gank.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It looks like Garen's like really kind of pushing that lane. Maybe. No, it's coming back at him.
Yeah. There's a
Yeah, it
lot.
just wasn't ready.
There's a lot of CS there. Yeah, he started walking forward like he was ready for it. Not quite.
A lot of back and forth in this mid lane. Both mid laners sitting at quarter mana.
Yeah, lots of mana used, all their potions used at this point because they've been slapping the crap out of each other.
But looks like Lux is gonna be the first one to back here. Just TP's right back in. Thrifty is not running TP. You do see that typically on a lot of Cassiopeias that they're running TP because her early laning is rough. Yasuo went in for some aggression, but Joey was able to easily stop this.
Yeah, it just trades back and forth. No one really low off it either. There's a lot of back and forth trades in every lane.
Yeah. Yeah, let's make this interesting. Unlike this SBL Farm Fest. We got Dragon coming up here semi-shortly. It looks like both junglers might even be looking towards it.
Yeah.
As Bully's on outside of the map, although Autofill Incorporated bot lane sniffing this out. Comes up to check it, sees the crab's gone.
And he did come mid for a gank. Couldn't find that Lux as directed top. Camera was still looking at top lane, but one thing that I think will end up being very annoying against the NFTs is they're gonna have to worry about a Renata W'd Yasuo diving them.
Yeah, yeah, I think that is so strong. For those who may not be familiar with a ton of Renata's abilities, the W gives movement speed towards enemy characters, not away, just towards, which is exactly what Yasuo wants to do, and really really assists in getting them in. Ooh, Thrifty, ton of mana. Oksha nothing right now.
Yeah. CS real
Just gonna
close
have to
there.
back. Oh, miss a big wave.
Ah, AJS actually manages to save that site there. It's only got oh, they placed a pink ward. Never mind, it went down. And as
Thrifty hit 6.
yeah, but Lux was never looking at him. At that point, she was just running away, so no option. Bonk Crank getting Sobble fairly low. Looking to get him under that ult range.
Bully Bear still looks like he's been hovering around Dragon for quite some time. He's really trying to get in here, but no priority. Mid lane is definitely going to come and rotate on him, and the jungler as well.
Yeah.
And they're just going to start it. Even though Autofill Incorporated has
yeah, and they're actually getting collapsed on now, and Thrifty's in a bad spot here. Oh, there's the ult going on the backside, and oh, Tuesday is getting put real low. First blood on the Thrifty as a dragon fight. Hook Reset's just trying to walk out, but that does mean they're often that a flash getting blown on them. They're going for it. They want this extra kill. Rooted. Oh man, he takes one with him, but they're gonna get a second.
Oh.
I think.
And Hook's Reset survives that because of his.
Yep.
W.
Yeah, absolutely, because of the W. It was a little hard to see with the UI and where he was standing, but his health did go gray for a bit before he helped take part of that kill. So he gets revived, and that means it's huge for them. Yeah, being greedy against a Renata like that is a dangerous game because even if you trade, that's probably not a trade.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm sure Joe has not played against too many Renatas.
Yeah, I bet he's like, what does this champ do again? How did she survive? Either that or he's complaining. That's bullshit. OP.
OP.
Tuesday? No. Is going to back out of that.
Big wave bot lane. Jinx is not going to be able to rotate for a little bit of time. This should open the dragon right up to 30 in squad. Yeah, it was an easy smite for them.
Yeah, yeah, they went right back to it, and the NFTs were not ready for it. They were like, no, certainly they won't literally respawn and go back to dragon. Ooh, Shen getting the upper hand here on top. I don't know if he has the kill pressure though.
It looks like he does.
Well, I mean, he got him real low, but I just didn't see him.
Look at Garen's items. Do we normally see Garen start with Zerker Greaves pickaxe?
Zerker Greaves seems a weird start.
Definitely an odd choice here.
I know. I mean, I know
he is the Garen main though, or one of them.
Yeah, I know he plays a lot of it. 30 coming in here. He's gonna land that. Lots of CC, and down he goes.
30 just deleted off the map here.
They are going to get top scuttle. More fighting in top lane where both of them lose about a couple hundred health and then back up. Looking like 30 wants, yep, he wants that rift. Wants to crack some plates with it while he can.
Yeah, Cassiopeia is still pretty far off. Shen at half. Maybe he gets something if Vi sniffs this one out with a Shen ult in, but doesn't look like that's going to happen. Looks like they'll just... Well, actually, here's the pings, but it's way too far gone.
Yeah, they should have the.
And look, 30 didn't have
Oh!
smite. 30 had so long on
They're
smite.
trying to keep him off it, but now with Thrifty, yep, coming in the backside, he does get the ult down, and they're just deleting 30, and now Okja has to flash out. Does he
That
get
was
away?
so greedy.
Salvo here.
Oh, and
Oh, he
Salvo
misses.
right there in front of your face. Oh my freaking god, Salvo. That was free.
And now they've got two split ones as Splinter was still going for Hibbs up here. Hibbs.
And Salvo went on those hots. Salvo.
Oh man,
Oh,
Bonkrank
this
went
looks so
back
bad.
in.
Oh.
I can't believe they got that. Hibbs literally went and picked up two of those to get mana to be able to cast those spells. And now he's running again from Thrifty Senpai. This has started and ended with Thrifty walking into the fight. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh.
Thrifty picks up Okja, but then gets 420 bonged right in the head.
You know, what you really want to see is your super expensive draft pickup mid laner dying twice in the same fight.
Yeah, it's been pretty sad here.
That's rough. Now, that being said, I mean, I'm giving him shit. He's still positive. Like,
Right. And Cassie's gonna well scale into this game, especially against Garen and Volibear sitting on that Leandre's and just being Cassiopeia with tons of damage.
money. What's that? 800 difference. Pretty much mostly because of those kills at this point.
Yeah, this is pretty negligible as far as an SBL game goes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Both
800 gold means nothing in an SBL game, dude. Do have a fairly strong Garen up top here now.
Yeah, maybe the Zerker Greaves into looks like War Drinker. Garen is gonna turn out good.
Clearing that drag. We have the next one in about a minute. This is always the point where teams are like, oh yeah, drag's coming up. Joey trying to get himself out of there. Does manage it as Spider not.
And there's still a Rift Herald on Vi, so Master Splinter could easily use that in another lane as he's going for Dragon to go just take pressure.
And now,
Oh, but if you catch out the Albino Joe, it doesn't matter.
Yep. And there is Tuesday getting his first kill as I mean, they dropped a lot on him, but honestly, having your Nautilus down to help you get in against that dragon fight is gonna mean a lot.
Yep. Yeah, Salvo unable to really teleport and keep that. Oh,
Deleted.
Salvo 3-0, 420 Bong Crank 69. I don't think anybody thought that this was going to be possible.
Yeah, that team is so happy right now. Holy shit, they're sitting so pretty with having, like, with this setup, man.
This means that Shen is going to have a tough time answering a side lane, which he needs to push and get into the fight using his ultimate. This is actually going to kind of be disastrous for this team.
Yeah.
NFT's really stuck in a hard place right now.
Yeah, with those two dying when they did just before the dragon came up, it put them in such a rough spot to actually be able to like get sight and set up to contest that.
Oh. This 800 gold lead has now expanded to a little over a K right now. Thrifty able to take out some plates in the mid to help kind of even this out, but still down quite a bit of gold.
Ings, because they saw him off the site. He's just walking in though. He knows he's not worried about just the
Two,
Shen at this point.
he's got 2 levels on that Shen.
Yeah.
Level 11, Garen. Oh, I was wrong. It wasn't Gore Drinker, Stridebreaker. Versus level 9 Shen. Up 25
Thrifty
CS.
just going in. He saw everyone from every direction, and as Akja Hibbs is getting ulted in the back line. Oh, but he gets pushed under turret, and I think he's fucked. Yeah, he's absolutely getting deleted. That is 1 for 1. 1 for 1.
4-20-0.
Well, hopefully he doesn't die twice in a row and live up to his name. Yeah, both junglers were thinking the same thing. It's just that one team brought a little more, and Thrifty saved to get that turret, and he's gonna die for it. Whether
I'm all hyped for the Bong Crank tonight. I'm sorry.
Hell yeah.
My blinders are on. Bong Crank #1.
Not only is people, ooh, they're actually going in, but that W does miss on Bong Crank, and that puts you in a real dangerous position.
Versus level 7, 5-0 Bong Crank.
Yeah, Joey, you don't take those. Oh, and now they're just sitting in this bush. Here they come. There's not even a turret there. And he's pretty much used all his tricks.
You are not long for this world, Salvo.
Is he going to waste a flash here?
I don't think he makes it to the blast cone.
Maybe with the flash, but even then I think someone chases you down.
This game is just out of control for NFT. Autofill Incorporated and have everything that they could ever want in this game.
Yeah, they took control of this game fairly quickly. We do see CS leads on the mid and bot carries on NFT, but that's not enough to drag their gold anywhere near even.
I should say, Cassiopeia can still scale into this game.
Oh, absolutely.
And destroy both Garen and Volibear handily. But we're going to be waiting some time for that to happen.
Right. So they do have, if they go late, like this team scales and has a lot of damage. But with an 001 Jinx, you're not close to that. It's going to take a while.
Yeah, doesn't even have level 1 boots yet. Just went straight for the Kraken Slayer.
Yeah, let's see how much money. He's sitting on 5.5k, which, I mean, wait, no, 2k. I had those numbers swapped. He has 5.6 total, so he's sitting on 2k. Okay. That's less ridiculous. I was going to say, that means he hasn't like spent anything, and I saw his item, I was like, that doesn't make any sense. So Thrifty just trying to keep this push from collapsing this turret, but they're bringing 4 down here, and ooh, I was gonna say they might just straight dive him, but they do have people here to answer.
They can. They got 30. 30 can disable this tower here and just have Garen go in. Garen is up levels on basically everybody in the game. Got 2 levels on Thrifty Senpai. Got 5 levels on Albino Joe.
Yeah,
3
there's the
levels
rift
on Master Splinter. I mean,
so they're definitely gonna keep the pressure, I would assume, and try and they're just going up immediately. Actually, are they not trying to make this get a second charge? Okay, they were just working on site.
They have Thrifty Senpai casting the ult, but Bong Crank coming into this saying no. I'm worth every penny.
Ooh, the re-engage. I don't think that's a great idea, though. You are still massively outnumbered and no longer under turret. 30's going to die to that ult. And Jinx ult is coming on the backline, and he's going to die too, as HS0 is here way too late to help, and actually so late that he's just going to get deleted by a Q and a spin.
0-2 Bong Crank. Bong Crank. Bong Crank.
I wanted actually at some point to say that I thought Swift should have been down here helping his team, but I didn't get a chance with all the shit that was happening, and actually he decided to show up way too late. They're going to get their 3rd dragon.
Yep, and this puts a lot of pressure on NFT to really try and push for the fight around the next dragon. Not not having any dragons is a tough spot to be in, especially this early in the game. 24 minutes with a potential soul coming up, and even a win soul at that. Oh man, win soul is so good on this team.
Yeah. Yeah, that's huge for them.
To be able to jump in, get straight to the back line. Maybe we'll see them potentially start to position around Baron coming up here shortly.
Ooh, 30 just running at Joey.
Oh, 30's getting pinged down there. Maybe they try a Cassiopeia Shen Vi Baron? Oh no, they're just gonna sneak in the back.
Viol just
Oh,
right
this is
onto
a quick
Renata
catch
Glass
out.
there, and she's getting deleted, but she does use her stopwatch, finally going down. That W, he flashes out though and gets nothing for it. They're still pushing forward, trying to get more out of this, but does look like it might be it.
That was an excellent ult out of Master Splinter to find Renata Glass just sitting out in the middle of the open.
That's crazy. I was very confused by his flash out there. I guess he was hoping, because he was already in the Renata Glass death thing. I was guessing he was hoping someone was going to die. Oh, and they're coming in on the backline there. Flash is going out. He ults a little bit early, but it doesn't matter. Still taking down Thrifty Senpai.
8-0 Bong Crank.
Huge. Garen is massive. They're just, yeah, you don't get to go that way. That's not safe. You should have known that. You don't have the right.
And even though NFT got a big pick, not able to really do anything out of that, Bong Crank is still too large to handle.
Yeah, they're sending Swift to split in all cases here, and they're just caving. They're just caving these other ones. And granted, it's because more and more people are getting picked and dying. But what do you think about that choice, sending him up there or just away to split push?
Yeah, probably send your Shen that has a teleport that is to get you back in game. I can tell you right now what AJ is thinking. He's like, I need the farm. I need to come in. I need to carry this game. Give it to me, and then we'll maybe be able to salvage something at the end, which is still possible. I mean, there is nothing that's impossible in an SBL game.
Yeah, but they are quickly accelerating. Arguably already have accelerated, but like you said, SBL games. So this could still get some SBL clowns in the chat if this swaps on a big Baron play or if they stall and lose a dragon or something.
I'm very surprised that we're not seeing autofill send Garen to just go split push a lane. I don't think that there's a single
No one
person
can solo him.
that, yeah, he's 2 levels up on Shen. He's 2 levels up on Master Splinter.
Ooh, and he's just going in. He's so deep though. This is scary. Yeah, he's trying hard, but he is so far from his team, and he actually gets deleted. As on the other side, here's Bone Crank, ready to delete people. He already ulted, so
And,
he's just gonna right-click him.
and then we see the easy Baron coming out of here. No Splinter, no Thrifty Senpai, no Albino Joe. Just Shen and Jinx to sit here and farm a little bit more.
Yeah. Oh man.
And we have Dragon coming up here in just a little bit. As they'll take their backs, go to Dragon here in about 50 seconds.
I'm gonna rewind real quick while everyone's setting up for drag, and I just want to see what was going on with that Shen during all this.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Yeah, watching it back and
He just didn't press R on anyone. I mean, he could have done it right there on
it
Master
looks.
Splinter.
I think he did. His ult is down. All right, I'm gonna skip back to real time, but
Splinter died
I
real
think
quick.
he did ult him and just died.
Yeah.
So that explains what actually happened there.
And the Dragon is just about to spawn if we want to catch up
Yep,
to.
just got caught up with perfect timing. Thank you, Dragon, for giving us the time. Yep.
They're positioned about it. They should be able to kill this fairly quickly. if they want to. I mean, this is really just hoping for
Yeah,
Q
just a
smite out of I. Oh, we got a reset coming in here. Definitely a chance for that to happen. And they're gonna give it up. They got Cassiopeia top. They just took an objective bounty.
Yeah,
Maybe
they might
take
get
a
a
second
second.
one. Definitely feels bad when you're losing objective bounties and have Baron.
Yeah, they so they got Baron. They just got Cloud Dragon Soul. They did not choose to push that one. They got the one turret and then backed and are trying to defend this. Baron, let's see how long we got on here. Just under half of Baron left, so still plenty of time to get an inhib here. And looks like they're calling for Joey to go for it, but the Bomb Crank is just diving in. They got to protect their backline from that massive...
Oh, nope. Tower gets disabled.
It's disabled for a little bit, but they are getting Bomb Crank really low. G gets a shutdown. That's going to be a ton of gold. They do still lose that turret, but it doesn't look like they're going to lose anything more. Akja has to flash over the wall, and Shen tries to flash after, just misses the snare, but is going to have to back up here.
AJS0 got some big shutdowns in there.
Yeah, that was a lot of money.
He got, he just got the one shutdown, I'm sorry, for the 1,000 gold on Bomb Crank, and then also picked up the 30 kill. Should be able to finish some big items on that. Yep, gets his rapid fire cannon. Starts on his last whisper, which should help him a lot more against this Garen Volibear combo that team is very much having a hard time against.
Right, yeah. Jinx getting that shutdown is massive. That's a lot of money to help get them back in these fights, but all things considered, they didn't play that one too poorly. Joey went in and then backed off immediately as the enemy team just shoves in hard, and the turret was disabled for a little bit, but not long enough.
Yeah, pat on the back for NFT, but unless you come out with a W,
yeah,
doesn't really mean much. So
yeah.
let's see if they can do it a few more times.
Because while autofill, yes, they did lose some big shot. Ooh, and you're running in Bomb Crank. They might catch Thrifty. He has to flash because his positioning was kind of weird there.
Dog shit. Dog shit is what we call it there.
I'm trying to be nice about it. That's fine. You're not wrong.
When you're getting soloed by 420 Bone Crank 69, you can get flamed a little bit.
Ooh, and they're going in again, and that's just a Zonia's going to keep them out of it as they're both berserk from Renata Glaskin. A lot of stuff happening, and if fucking camera could help me out here, Alt's going to come through. They're getting so low, though, and here comes Jinx in from the back end, and Alt on the back way from Yasuo. This is a cluster. Oh.
Mr. Tuesday had one of the best Yasuo ults I've ever seen in there.
That was huge. That was
immediately after Jinx had stepped up into even a semi-semblance of a range to get knocked up with the rest of his team.
That fight changed the momentum it was going about 3 times.
SBL.
Yeah,
they love it.
they do come out with that inhibitor, which is what they were pushing for in the first place, although a lot less clean than they would have liked to have had it, because as they had pinged just before that, even after that 1,000 gold kill on that Garen the first time, he still had a 300 gold bounty, and he just died again.
Yep.
So that's even more money. Doesn't look like it went down to Jinx, though. I'm trying to see...
It went. Tuesdays went to Splinter, and Thrifty. Thrifty was the one who had the 300 from.
Yep.
So two shutdowns there. There was a 350 to Master Splinter and a 300 to Thrifty Senpai.
Yep. And still up about 5k here. Is Joey? Okay, I thought he was gonna fight a little too hard for that ward. But they are backing up here. They're just playing defensive. They are missing one inhib, so they have to put a lot of extra care into that mid lane. They're positioning here over by Baron again. It is coming up in 15 seconds. Looks like they're just bush baiting.
Is Master Splinter trying to buy Death's Dance? I'm like very sure he is, and I don't think you can buy Death's Dance and Sterix Gauge at the same time. I wonder if we're gonna watch him learn that.
Uh, I have no idea. They are just going on this Baron. They did give up the bush bait, and they do have their people just playing front here. Joey positioning like he's about to go in. They're going all in for this Baron, and as the Renata Glask is tearing them apart, and then into a ult from Yasuo as they're tearing apart this team. He's trying to get out. Salvo just struggling. AGS 0 now backing up as Salvo tried to ult onto Jinx, but that was never going to work. And now with
This
four
should
of
be
them dead, yeah, they're just giving up on
this should
Baron and
be an
going.
easy end.
Yep.
Teleport in for the Bong Crank.
Like I mentioned about that extra care in mid lane, they just made the choice. They knew they were way behind. Ooh, and the flash, and that's going to take out AJS as well. They made the choice to try and contest on Baron and maybe get a sick turnaround rather than just do the safe hold in mid and just let Baron crush you. So I don't hate going for it.
No, I think that was the play that you had to make, and probably the play that I would have chose at the same time. I definitely don't believe in getting crushed when you can just go into a fight and hopefully flip a coin and see what happens. But Autofill Incorporated come out on top. Definitely some major stonks happening in this game, and I think stonks up and down are definitely definitive of these two teams coming at. I can't wait to reveal who they're going to be in the in the post game.
And
Uh,
I'd love to show you the graph,
Buddy
but it's
joined your
still busted.
channel.
yo.
Hi, we're still live. What would you
Oh.
like to say to the people?
Fuck Wes.
All right, we'll see you guys soon for the next game.